Hello, and welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So someone on the Dokkan Twitter team really messed up and I believe accidentally tweeted out this weird video where they're creating something out of like glue, plaster, 3D printing material. I don't even know what this is, but they're using like a piping pen to create like objects. And like here's the video, right? I've looked at it multiple times trying to analyze what this is. Again, they're just literally like placing stuff down and gluing it together and making shapes. You can see like the other parts of it here, and then they start painting one of it like black for a little bit, then they start making squares, and you can still see kind of more of the shapes here. And the general consensus of what they're actually making is the future time machine. Now that makes sense. It does make sense. Like those shapes do look roughly similar, especially when you take a look at like the bottom parts of the rockets. That kind of looks like where is it? Kind of looks like this right here, right? Like these little mini shapes. So that, I mean, that is a good theory. I think like future as the worldwide theme is a very good idea because, you know, Vegito, Blue, Zamasu, those are very hype characters. That'd be really cool to see like get massive, super powerful like LRs. Because if you remember worldwide last year, those units almost destroyed what like the 7th year anniversary characters could do. They were just them, but like significantly stronger. So I would be more than happy to see a Zamasu and a Goku Black or a Vegito Blue completely demolish the meta that we're in right now. That'd be super cool and really interesting, and I'm completely down for that. Like everybody's been literally losing their minds about this, and there's like so much going on Dokkan Twitter right now that like literally everybody's freaking out that they may have accidentally confirmed future before they were supposed to, which I mean understandable. Again, Vegito Blue is really cool. So let's just talk about like the possibilities, right? Because we also got to think about how earlier when we got the app update, we saw this icon, which is for Dokkan Fields, which is essentially like this weird new mechanic that can be applied to cards, or cards can already have it on there. They can proc from intros, actives, all this other random garbage where it can affect allies, enemies, and then the terrain and the background of the fight. What it makes it seem like it's kind of like Pokemon terrains. Like that's the best way I can explain it, because in Pokemon you have moves kind of like psychic terrain where it'll affect the actual field that you're playing on and then have that change the effect of what's going on within the actual fight. For instance, there's one that's called like grassy terrain where it bumps up like some grass type moves, makes your grass type Pokemon a little bit better, and it also heals whoever's touching combat, like touching the floor. So like that can definitely be a thing in the game that they can work around and make that work with. And if we're thinking it's future, my first immediate go-to is this thing, like the Infinite Zamasu, where it's literally just Zamasu in the sky, like a bunch of Zamasus, right before Zeno comes down and gets rid of the entire timeline. This could be what that's referring to, right, for like a Dokkan Field. And then we also had the update to like guard mechanics and mechanics that would carry over after you do an active skill transformation with some characters. So there's like a lot of quirkiness going on in the game. And then if you remember back to the Tanabata, like right before the Tanabata data download happened, we got a data download that contained a bunch of different ways to fill up standby gauges. Things like taking hits, doing super attacks, critting, doing multiple super attacks, a bunch of weird stuff, dodging. So there's a lot of potential mechanics that are coming to the game that we have no idea how they're implementing it. And now we have this weird deleted tweet teaser that seems to be them building like a plastic time machine. So if we go and look at the actual future celebration, obviously the main things that we would want to see is essentially these two characters. Like, because these guys are the like joined art. Like it's like Vegito and Zamasu when they're punching each other, right? I want to see this specific Zamasu with the Bukake arm, like with a new name, right? Like that's what I want to see. Like that way we can actually run him alongside the other fusion Zamasus. Because I feel like it would make no sense for them to drop an LR fusion Zamasu last year and then us not be able to use him alongside the new one. So I can definitely see that. Now, do I think Future is gonna get two, like part 1 and part 2? Not necessarily, because I just don't know who they would do for the second villain LR, because this is our time to get 2 villain LRs, right? So do I agree? Yeah, it kind of would make sense for us to get 2 villain LRs from Future, but who? Like, are you gonna do one Bukake merge Zamasu and the other one what, Goku Black? Maybe an exchange Goku Black into Zamasu? We already have Goku Black Super Saiyan. Actually, what they could do is they could do Goku Black and Zamasu, but without the Rose. Like, he's just regular Goku Black. Like, I guess they could do that as like a card. Basically what this character's name is, like this one, where it's just Goku Black and Zamasu. They could do that, right? Because we already have a transforming Goku Black. We already have a bunch of LR Roses. We have Zamasu Goku, right? We have a lot of quirky characters here. I just don't know what they would do for the villain. For the second villain LR, I just don't know, right? They have a hero, they can do Vegito Blue and then Sword of Hope Trunks, like that makes sense. I just don't know what the second villain is going to be. So I'm a little bit skeptical that Future is going to be the entire worldwide. Do I think Future has a good chance of being worldwide from this weird little teaser? Yeah, I think that's probably confirmed at this point. Easy A's are going to be really good. We already know that for sure. I just don't know what the headliners are going to be. That, like, this whole situation that's going on right now is getting really, really exciting and really, really stressful, because it's just like us trying to predict what the hell is going to happen. Now, do I think it would be cool if they did like the actual first transformation of Trunks into Super Saiyan and then gave us a part 2 like Android, like future androids? I think that'd be amazing. I think that'd be super cool, right? But we already have a lot of those animations from those androids, so I don't really know if they could do that. I do really want that Trunks though, like as a good animation in this game, as like the scene from when Trunks finds out that future Gohan has died. I don't even know if we have like a good card to represent that. This guy, right? I want this as like an animated thing in the game. This would be a good time to do that as like a carnival LR. I think this would make sense. So I just don't know who they would pair him with. Maybe they could do like an exchanging 17 and 18 in the future. I don't know, something interesting. But this is going to be really exciting. Like, and then if you look at Easy A's, right? And the obvious ones is the transforming Trunks into Zamasu that came out for Golden Week, what, like 2019? Yeah, Golden Week 2019. Then you have Int Goku Black, who is the second oldest Dokkan Fest, who has not Easy A'd yet, right? Like, he can and should Easy A. You have LR Goku Black, who would Easy A probably with him, and then they would be like a very core build. You have a lot of Int. It's a lot of Int if you really think about it, because you would have this Goku Black Rose, you'd have the Merge Zamasu who's also in, you'd have transforming Goku Black who's Int, right? And then you would hope that whatever new Goku Black Zamasu card that comes out is not Int, right? It would be a very Int heavy team, but then you would also have an AGL Rose or Zamasu, so you can like work around with that. Again, I don't know what's going on. I'm just the vessel for this quirkiness, random, whatever the hell's going on right now. I'm just trying to put this out there. Vegito Blue should be coming. I think he's on his way. I'm ridiculously excited. Anyway, let me know if you guys agree that Future has practically been confirmed from this. If you're excited that Future's confirmed, put it down in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I will see you guys all once we finally know what the hell is going on.